Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your monthly reading for February. These are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it does resonate, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It is greatly appreciated. But let's get into it. At the end of the reading, I will pull a card from the Oracle of Fairies for you, so stick around for that. But let's get into it. What is going on with Virgo's energy for February? Please and thank you. So this is you, your energy. What's crossing you or your challenge for February? Your conscious energy, unconscious energy, your past, your future, attitude towards a situation, energy that surrounds you and you may not be aware of, hopes and fears, and the possible outcome of the situation. Alrighty, quick overview before we get into the clarifications for your energy for the month of February. Virgo, you get to the 9 of Pentacles, so feeling very abundant, very secure, possibly spoiling yourself, giving yourself everything that you want and desire. What's crossing you or your challenge is you get the 5 of Wands, so some sort of conflict that you are dealing with. I don't know if it is financial or a need to kind of fight for your position at work or fight to kind of stand your ground in some sort of situation. Maybe an inner conflict, but we'll clarify. For your conscious energy, you do get the Ace of Wands, so feeling very passionate, very inspired, to have some sort of new beginning in some area of your life. For your unconscious energy, you get to the 10 of Pentacles, so I feel like there's a lot of focus on possibly tradition, on your family, thinking a lot about your family unconsciously, and the community of people that are around you. For your past, you get to the World card, so some moment in your past where you had a big moment of accomplishment, kind of really giving you this feeling of oneness with the world and at oneness and peace within yourself. For your future energy, you get the Chariot. So feeling very determined, very driven to accomplish some sort of goal, kind of having to rein in two parts of yourself to go into one solid, secure direction that possibly maybe your head is thinking this and your heart's thinking this, but having to rein those things in to one solid focus and then being determined to go after that one thing. For your attitude towards the situation, you do get the Fool. So again, a new beginning, wanting kind of that feeling of freedom, of vitality, innocence. This is kind of before the world could kind of bring it down, kind of that energy. For the energy that surrounds you and you may not be aware of, you get the 6 of Cups. So possibly a soul connection or just a feeling of familiarity, of comfort, of, again, thinking back to old times when things were simpler. For your hopes and fears, you get the King of Wands. So wanting to take control of your life, wanting to be a leader, inspire other people, that kind of energy, possibly a little afraid of taking the lead because you don't want to mess anything up. For the possible outcome of the situation, you get the Page of Wands. So kind of going for that fearless energy, going at things, obviously overcoming fear, and just not letting that fear stop you, kind of wanting to go on a new adventure, it seems like. But let's clarify. We'll start off with the 9 of Pentacles for your energy. Why is the 9 of Pentacles here for Virgo? Okay. For the 9 of Pentacles, you get the High Priestess, the Strength card, the 8 of Cups. Okay, alrighty. So, I feel like your gut, your intuition is telling you that you need to walk away, emotionally disconnect from something. And it's like, I'm getting it as your intuition telling you if you love yourself, if you care about yourself, this you walking away from something is a form of self-love. It is a gift to yourself. But having that strength, having that courage to be able to walk away from that thing is a little difficult for you. Also, even having the inner strength to be able to acknowledge that is a little intimidating. But let's clarify the Five of Wands for what's crossing you or your challenge for February. Okay. For the Five of Wands, you get the Seven of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Four of Swords. Okay. Okay. So I feel like you are aware that this thing that you need to walk away from is something that you need to do, but it's causing a lot of conflict within you. Like, do I really want to walk away from it? You're kind of protecting yourself or defending yourself against walking away from it or putting this thing to an end, because you know it is going to cause a lot of pain, and then you are going to have to kind of be by yourself for a little bit and do a lot of healing, a lot of inner work. So for some reason you are very hesitant or protective of this ending, even though you know it's what's best for you. It's kind of like you're unwilling to do it for some reason. Let's clarify the Ace of Wands for your conscious energy. Okay. For the Ace of Wands, you get the Death card, the Fool, the Seven of Cups. Yeah. So, it's very interesting. So, you are definitely manifesting a new beginning and a new version of yourself. A new version of yourself that isn't as fearful, that is kind of just willing to go for things and not think about the consequences too much. But it feels like you want to evaluate all of your options again. It feels like at least you want the option to evaluate your options. I don't know. It's interesting. Like, you want to try a bunch of different things and not be worried about the consequences. Well, if I do that, what's going to happen? If I do that, what's going to happen? So it's very interesting. You're kind of really manifesting a whole new version of yourself and a whole new life, really. Get the Three of Wands, so growth and expansion, with the Five of Cups there. So it's going to come with some grief, it seems like. But the Hermit card, that's you. Alrighty. Let's clarify the Ten of Cups for your unconscious energy. Okay. Not a Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles. For the Ten of Pentacles, you get the Queen of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, the Chariot. Okay. Yeah, so you are thinking a lot about some sort of collaboration, some sort of teamwork that you feel like you need in order to move forward. Feels like you don't think that you can do this on your own for some reason, unconsciously at least. Let's clarify the World card for your past. Okay. For the World, you get the Devil, the Sun, Four of Cups. Okay. Yeah. So, I feel like in the past, you kind of decided to close out some sort of cycle where you were overindulging in something in your life, something that kind of left you feeling powerless or out of control. And once you did that, it filled you with a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, and a sense of accomplishment. I feel like after a little while, though, you started feeling bored, dissatisfied, and possibly thinking about, well, I was happier before when I was doing those things that I shouldn't have been doing, that type of thing. Just interesting. Let's clarify the Chariot for your future energy. Okay. For the Chariot, you get the Three of Cups, the Five of Swords, the Moon. Okay. So there is, I don't know if this is a conflict within your friend group or your community of people that's kind of hidden. It's kind of like a very slight conflict, not a slight conflict, but like a conflict that is pretending not to be a conflict almost. And you're like wanting to move past it, but you're not exactly sure how to move past it, which is interesting. It feels like there's a conflict you know is there, but on the surface it's not there. That needs to kind of shed light on the situation. People need to speak their truth and figure out how you guys can come together to resolve that conflict. Let's clarify the Fool for your attitude towards the situation. Okay. For the Fool, you get the Two of Cups, the Hermit, the Eight of Wands. Okay. So maybe you're introspecting a lot on a love situation that happened very quickly that kind of felt like a new beginning for you, or this love relationship that may be happening very quickly for you. You're analyzing it, introspecting on it to figure out if this is the new beginning that you want. Although it does make you feel good, you think that this person is a good fit for you, and it does make you, this person does kind of give you that feeling of freedom as well as innocence and kind of fearlessness. They kind of fill you with a lot of energy, which is interesting. But you're reflecting on that and making sure you're not getting into anything that you're not ready for. Let's clarify the Six of Cups for the energy that surrounds you and you may not be aware of. Okay. For the Six of Cups, you get the Six of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So this is an energy of kind of reciprocity, of generosity, of, I'm just rhyming here now, that you're kind of hoping for. I feel like it's something that your community of people is kind of hoping for, like an equal give and take of either time, energy, resources, or all of the above. It feels like you guys are thinking about each other a lot, wanting to help each other out, but it's like not something that's actually happening in the real world. You're just thinking about it, which is interesting. Like you want to build this great community of people that are always there for each other, and you're imagining that life, but not actually implementing those thoughts and feelings in that actual circle or community of people. It feels like you guys are actually a little distant, possibly because of this conflict that's a little hidden, that nobody's willing to kind of acknowledge. Let's clarify the King of Wands. What you doing, girl? What you doing? Sorry. Let's clarify the King of Wands for your hopes and fears. Okay. For the King of Wands, you get the King of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, the World card. Okay. So, yeah. I feel like this reverts back to you feeling the need to separate yourself from something, but in order to separate yourself from that thing, you are going to have to be the one to take the lead on that. Even though you know it is going to hurt, you know that cycle is something that needs to be closed out. I feel like you've gained a lot of wisdom from maybe the situation that you've been in for a long time. Maybe something that you repeated in the past where you walked away from it, and then maybe it's a different situation, but kind of like the same idea of walking away from it, feeling accomplished and fulfilled, and then maybe reverting back to it. So maybe you're afraid of walking away from it because you're thinking that it might be kind of a repeat of that same cycle. Let's clarify the Page of Wands. For the possible outcome for you. For the Page of Wands, you get the 9 of Pentacles, the 10 of Wands, the 5 of Cups. Okay. I feel like you are deciding to put your wants and needs first, even though it is stressful. It's really stressful. It feels like a heavy burden. And it's also going to cause a lot of grief, a lot of pain, a lot of sadness as well. I actually don't know if you're still like thinking about it. It feels like you get a lot of energy from thinking about it, but I don't know if you're actually doing it, because the thought of the stress and the pain that comes with it is very overwhelming for you. So it's almost like you want to put yourself first, but you don't know if you want to face all of those things that you have to face in order to do that. Which is interesting. Let's get a card from the Oracle of Fairies for you to close it out. What do the fairies want Virgo to know in February, please? And thank you. You're okay. Yeah. I love you. Yeah. Oh, you baby girl. Okay. What do the fairies want Virgo to know for February, please? Friendship. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. Okay, I'll read a little bit from here for you. We all need someone we can trust to share our private thoughts with. This card tells you to reach out to old or new friends, to gather your friends around you, for there's power in numbers. Friends can offer advice that can give us hope and another point of view. Fairies, too, gather in groups to support each other, and there's great wisdom and comfort in doing this. Like-minded and like-hearted friends are like fairy dust, shining in our darkest and lightest hours, and are always there for each other, no matter what time or day or night it is. No matter what time of day or night it is. True friends celebrate our successes, our joy, for they're truly happy when we're happy. This card is also asking if you are being a good friend, or have you neglected your friendships. Perhaps an old colleague or school friend needs you to reach out. Close your eyes and see who pops in your mind, then get in touch with them. Perhaps give them a call or send them an email just to say hi and check that they're doing okay. Friendships can last a lifetime and should be treasured. Pretty interesting. Well, that is all I have for you, Virgo, for February. I really hope this helped, and have a wonderful rest of your day.